Everything goes together. This show is really great. And if it goes wrong, well, it goes wrong. That last segment really went better than I thought it would. Let's see what this internet addiction segment is going to be like. Hey, friends, welcome back to the Playa Vista Party Dog Show on YouTube. I'm John Harber. Thanks for being with us. Well, in this segment, we're going to cover a couple of subjects because our first topic is kind of short. The article that came out of the London Telegraph last Friday talked about obsessive internet use, calling it a public health problem which is so serious it should be officially recognized as a clinical disorder, according to a leading psychiatrist. Well, you know what the line is I've always said about psychiatrists. I never met a psychiatrist who didn't need a psychiatrist. Sufferers spend universally unhealthy amounts of time playing online games, viewing pornography, or emailing. I don't play online games. I don't view that much pornography, if any. Maybe I'm emailing, but I'm on MySpace and YouTube. And it's a hell of a lot more entertaining than watching primetime television. Ha ha ha. They claim that we internet addicts suffer 4 symptoms. They forget to eat and sleep. Well, I don't forget to eat. My sleep, maybe. They need more advanced technology or more hours online as they develop resistance to the pleasure given by the current system. If they are deprived of their computer, they experience genuine withdrawal symptoms. And in common with other addictions, the victims also begin to have more arguments, to suffer fatigue, to get lower marks on tests, and to feel isolated from society. Hell, I felt isolated from society before I went on the internet. This is the one thing that keeps me completely going under is going on the internet, sir. Early research into the subject found highly educated, socially awkward men were the most likely sufferers, but more recent work suggests it is now a problem for middle-aged women who are spending hours at home on their computers. Dr. Gerald Black, a London psychiatrist, said some sufferers were so addicted to the internet that they required medication or even hospital treatment to curb the time they spent on the web. I won't have that problem. I'd like to get away from the web from time to time myself. He said the problem is with the computer. It becomes a significant other to them. They exhaust emotions they could experience in the real world or on the computer through any number of mechanisms. Emailing, gambling, porn. Now, just a moment. You know, with the way a lot of women act these days, and I don't want to pick on women, but let me tell you something. When women keep telling you to go to drop dead and they don't want to see you ever again and tell you to get lost, it's happened to me too many times, and frankly, if it wasn't for the internet, I would have killed myself years ago. Internet saved my life. Thank you very much. Dr. Black also said, it is much more accessible for kids to talk about game use, whereas adults keep it a secret. Rather than having sex or arguing with their wives or husband or feeding their children, these adults are playing games. Now, the great thing about the internet, I don't worry about scratching my you-know-what anymore. The guy who did the website for one of my top friends on MySpace, who will remain nameless, because I don't want to get killed. He does a commercial on YouTube for his photography business where he dances around his apartment and scratches his male member. You've not seen it. It is hilarious. I gotta tell you. Dr. Black, he's not a London psychiatrist. He's here in the U.S. Dr. Black is of the Oregon Health and Science University in Portland, Oregon. I beg your pardon. He's not a London psychiatrist. He's a U.S. psychiatrist. First made the claims in an editorial for the American Journal of Psychiatry. British psychiatrists have previously reported that between 5 and 10% of online users are internet addicts. You know what I think of this article? It's a bunch of bull. You know, about as much bull as listening to Al Gore talk about global warming. You know, but put it in that category. Well, at the end of the Stanley Cup hockey finals, there was a big controversy up in Canada. The Canadian Broadcasting Corporation was in a dispute with the composer of their Hockey Night in Canada theme song. It's a difference of $500 in rights fees. The CBC was so freaking cheap they wouldn't pay the composer of the song, Dolores Claman, an extra $500 a year. Well, when that happened at the end of the Stanley Cup Finals on June 4th, the following Monday, June the 9th, the independent Canadian commercial network, CTV, through their TSN and RDS sports television subsidiaries, TSN is English language, RDS is French language in Canada, they picked up the following theme song for Hockey Night the Hockey Night in Canada theme song. If you've never heard this, this is the version that, the jazzed up version. And if you are regular on my YouTube page at www.youtube.com/Harber, Harber 2008, you have probably seen me dance to this particular song. Listen. About.